Today, I'm going to talk to you about default channel grouping in Google Analytics. So currently, there are already around 9 default channel groupings which have been added in Google Analytics, and they will automatically start tracking here. So I will show you to explain each one of them. So the first one we have is direct. I will explain that a little later. Then second one we have paid traffic. So basically paid traffic is any traffic which comes from paid campaigns such as Google ads, Bing ads will all fall under paid search. Even display will fall under the Google ads and Bing ads and all that. Okay. Then we have another one which is referral. So referral is basically any traffic which comes from your referring websites such as blogs, directories, online articles, all that will fall under referral. Now we have another one which is other. So in case Google Analytics is not able to identify where the traffic is coming from, then it will automatically put it under other. Then we have a couple of more which are not mentioned here, such as organic. So traffic from search engines like Google, Bing, Yahoo, all that will fall under organic. So currently there is already a list in Google Analytics of organic search engines. So I will just show you how to see that list. You will need to go to settings. So go to your settings, then go to the property. Then when you come down, go to tracking info. After that, come down to organic search sources. So click on it. Then once this opens, you will have a link here, list of default search engines. Click on it. Yeah. So then this will load. This is the entire list of all the search engines which Google Analytics is currently tracking as organic traffic. Okay. So then let's go back. Let's go to the next one, which is a social. So social also is not mentioned here. So social is any traffic from social networking sites like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all that will fall under social. Then we have another one which is email. So traffic from your email, email newsletters, all that will fall under email. Then we have another one which is affiliates. So that is basically affiliate traffic will fall under affiliate. Now I want to explain to you about direct traffic. So direct traffic is basically when the visitor goes and adds the URL in on the top and hits enter. So it will directly, it's like direct traffic. So when they hit enter, they directly enter the website. There is no source or anything like that. So it falls under direct. So I will just show you a live demonstration of that. So this is my website. Okay, so then we my Google Analytics, then we go to my website, which is here. Okay, it's already loaded, so I'll just hit Control Shift R. So it is directly, now I'm doing it. So I will go to source, I will go to Google Analytics, then we see a traffic coming here. So let's go to traffic sources. So once we go to traffic sources, it will fall under direct. See, it falls under direct. Now even if you've created a PDF, okay, and there is no proper link on the PDF, that also will fall under direct. So I'll just show you an example. So this is a PDF I have created, and this is a direct link to this thing which I have added. So when I click on it, it will directly go under direct traffic. I have not put any this thing, I've just put the URL. So let's click on it. So when we go back here, it will show you as one traffic here. Yeah, it's picked up, and then it will fall under direct. Okay, so because it has come directly from the PDF and there is no source and all, so it will fall under direct. So whenever whenever you're adding any links on any PDFs, or even if it's an email newsletter, you have to add UTM tracking. Newsletters, this thing like MailChimp and all that, that is fine. They have automatic UTM tracking. But if you are sending from Gmail or something like that, then I suggest you add UTM tracking. So I will just show you again here now for the same PDF. what I have done is, for this PDF I have added two campaigns. Okay, one is a hello summer campaign and one is a hello winter campaign. So if you see here, I have set this link here on this image using UTM tracking. So in this UTM tracking, I have put campaign source as PDF brochure and campaign medium as summer offer. So whenever they click on this, it will get tracked here and the source and the medium will show. So I'll just click on this, click on it, go back again here. We'll see a traffic drop here, and then we'll see medium is referral, source is PDF summer offer. See, so it tracks like this. So we'll go back again. Now if I click on hello winter, it will track it as campaign source PDF, but campaign medium will be winter offer. So we'll click on it. Okay, then go back again here. You will see another spike. Okay, and then it will show referral, it will show winter. Okay, see, it showed winter. So like that, whenever you are adding any links or any PDFs and all, I suggest you set up UTM tracking. So I will share this UTM tracking link with you in the description of the video, so you can set this up and it will track properly in the medium and source. Otherwise it will come as direct. Okay, so now I will just show you the default channel groupings that have been already set up in Google Analytics. I do not suggest you alter that default channel grouping, but I just want to show you how it appears. Okay, so to see the default channel grouping, go to settings, then go to your view, then come down to channel settings, click on channel grouping. So this will show you all the default channel grouping that is set up. So you click on it. So this is all the defaults which are currently being tracked. So they are 9. So if any source is not being able to be tracked, then it will fall under other. So these are all the things. So you can edit them, click here, and you can see how the rules are defined and all. Okay, in case you do want to edit this, I suggest you test this out in the test view, because once this has been changed, it will alter the traffic and you will not be able to get back the traffic which is there. So if the traffic gets corrupted, you will not be able to restore it. So I suggest you test this out in the test view. Okay, so if you have any questions regarding default channel grouping, please let me know. Thank you.